right behind me, they're building up the stage for Status Quo. We're going to have a talk with Lioyd Gilbert, the guitar tech, and they talk about Status Quo's guitar gear.
Basically that's how the system works. It's just it basically runs a JCM 800, new Kerry King signature model, because we couldn't get the proper reissues. They didn't have any in time at Marshall, but we found those to be really good. And an AC30. So both guitarists run an 800 and an AC30 each.
Simultaneously?
Yep. There's no channel changing. There's no stereo. It's just the low end. Normally, as I say, on that A-rig, these would be in ISO boxes.
Yeah.
And the head shell I've taken out and mounted into a Marshall head shell, so they're actually in the front line. So it gives you the bottom end you need without the volume spilling out on stage.
Yeah.
But because this is a little bit of a new rig put together, we're just using a curtain to mask it a bit, which is nice because it keeps it a bit open and a bit...
people can't see it.
People can't see it, but the sound guy uses that predominantly. Because the Quo is the AC30 sound, really. The Marshall's just for kind of on stage and a little bit of extra drive. Yeah. So both guitarists use a GP8 system via a switching system that allows us to run anything up to 6 amps at any given time, and a couple of effects loops, so we can run
the effects are pretty plain, as you said.
Yeah. So we run two.
Rick's flanger.
In Rick's loop, I'll run two effects. One is the flanger. Second sound is a boost, which we use a Boss graphic pedal for, G7, just set flat but with the level boosted, so it just takes the whole thing up without distorting it. And then the Marshall head runs through a speaker simulator as well. So the front of house guy gets 3 channels of guitar off each guy. He'll get the Vox AC30, the Marshall cabinet, and the simulator that sits between the two. This is cleaner, so it doesn't really matter if your speakers are fizzing up. You'll get the Marshall head sound direct, and mixed with those two, that's what gives you the out front sound. Francis, similar system. He'll use 4 preset effects off of the GP8. One's a straight through sound with no effect on it, although it does colour it slightly. The other 3 have got varying degrees of delay on them that he just uses for soloing and stuff like that. Yeah. So just four effects that he controls from a foot pedal out the front. I can't change that. What I can do is I can mute both of them from here, change guitars. Yeah. So if they get caught in the middle of anywhere, I can just mute them, change guitars with no problem.
Each got their own mute button.
Yeah, they can do it out there, or I can do it here. So it's a fail-safe system. Francis uses an old 70s Samsung wireless system that he loves.
I read about it.
They got a lot of gain. They got a lot of headroom on them, so he likes the sound of that. Rick's using the new Sennheisers. His guitar, because Francis uses lace sensors, they're almost like humbuckers. Whereas Rick's guitars still uses the single coils, so we find that these take away a lot of the noise you get, because we're running at high gain, so we can control it. I've got a little noise suppressor in line with Rick, just a Boss noise suppressor, that if the lights start to cause buzzes and stuff, I can just take it out. It's only when they're not playing, when they take their hands off the guitars. So that's basically the routine. The Marshall head goes into the cabinet. For Rick and Francis, these two, the AC30s are over there mic'd up. That's it really. I take a step from the bass rig over to an amp here just to give Rick a little bit of bass on this side of stage.
Through his speakers?
Yeah, just so that it saves him having the bass in his ears, so he gets bass guitar on this side of the stage. It just fills up the stage a little bit really. And that's pretty much it really.
It's pretty straightforward actually.
It's pretty straightforward. We use a 57 just to take a bit of the cabinet. So that again the sound guy and the monitor guy can basically choose between which venue, depending which ones are giving you the best sound for on stage and off stage really.
So what's on for today then?
You'll have to talk to Tim about that. I think Tim uses a little bit of the Marshall for Rick, but I'm sure Francis will only be getting the AC30 and the speaker simulator this year. This is just for his solo basically. We use this just to get the gain and the feedback and stuff like that. Not very high gain, as you can see. Not a load of gain, really. Rick's is a little higher. Rick's is kind of more top end based, but still not where you would imagine for most lead guys.
No, you will go like way up to 10 or
What
something.
we tend to do with them is run them like proper 800 with the gain down but the master volume up, so you get that chunky sound. So that's basically the front end of it. The pedal boards, as I say, very straightforward. Rick's has just got his gain and his flange and a mute. He'll kick those in and out, and Francis
They did the four presets
on there. Yeah, and that's it. That's that generally. That's the system. And the guitars, if you want to look at those.
Yep. I'll take a photo of the amps.
Yeah, feel free. Do what you like. Yep, up there. Obviously, you know the main two.
We know the main two, yeah.
This is the trusty.
That's the one with a little hole in there.
Yep. You know, probably done every gig in the last 40 odd years with them.
You just done a refret on them?
It's had a refret. Yeah,
Looks
just
pretty
recently.
shiny.
Yeah, they've gone up to like the Stevie Ray Vaughan size frets, 6180s.
Pretty heavy, yeah.
G&L bridge, lace sensors. It's basically a Strat.
Well, it is.
It's basically a Strat in a telly's body.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, it's like a 58 and a 59 neck and body.
Okay, yeah.
So
what kind of gauge of strings do you put on?
Yeah, these are just 10 to 46s, regular Ernie Ball slinkers.
Yeah, okay,
yeah. Yeah, they're just regular.
Nothing special.
No, nothing special.
And the kind of setup then, do they like it low?
Well, Francis is quite high on the treble side, but he likes to dig in. I mean, he's one of those players. I mean, it's gone down since I first started. We've taken it down a touch. It is quite high on the treble side.
It's pretty high there.
Yeah, but he likes to dig into that, so that's his kind of style.
Oh, he likes to work out.
Yeah, he likes to work into it, and also use the action to get more or less of the action.
The tones into it. Yeah.
And Rick's is obviously a totally different kettle of fish. It's a 62 telly. It's got a Seymour Duncan quarter pounder in it now. We tried a few different pickups, but that's come round to be probably the favourite, which I'm quite glad in a way. 14 to 56 string gauge with a wound G, 26 round G. No soloing on there.
No, Jesus, man, it's like
cheese cutters.
He's a strummer.
This is like this is the tank. This is a Range Rover. This will get you through the mud. But that's his style. He's from that old school with the wound G, so it's just that rhythm playing. Quite a low action, doesn't really do a lot with it.
Well, yeah,
but he's playing all over with it, so it's quite consistent. And the neck is solid as a rock, it's the same, it's 62, it's been refretted a couple of times, but you can see where the neck has dropped in, where the truss rod chamber is, but never a problem with it. You can kick this